Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Mcfarlane Toys Deluxe Theatrical Edition review. Here I have the Supergirl movie, Supergirl and Puppy Crypto, and Lobo figure. Both retail for $35. I got mine last weekend during it might have been 2 weekends ago. Target was having a sale, spend $70, get $25 off. So I got both of these. They came out to $70. I got 25 off. So, yeah, we got a pretty good deal on it. I was originally going to get just the basic Supergirl. She has not shipped yet, but I figured, what the hell, paying only like, what, $15 for this at most? Why not get the deluxe while I see it? So, really excited to get into both of these. I want to look at Lobo first here. Obviously, Jason Loboa, Molobo, Jason Molobo, however you want to call it. But good to see him finally get the role. Apparently, he didn't even have to audition. They're just like, so, you're playing Lobo, right? Man, that's a bad-looking image. It looks so bad. That hair is just... And then we got the Supergirl figure here. A lot of people said she has really long arms. We're going to find that out. And then, same thing here. There's the back. And then if you're looking for her in store, there you go. But without further ado, we got a bonus figure. That's right. We're taking a look at the Ultraman from Superman as well. I got this from the Amazon Prime Day deals for like $8. So we're going to throw him in here as well. So now let's go ahead and get them open. Alright, that took a while, but let's go ahead and take a look at their accessories. They each come with the stand. Ultraman's is the old DC logo because that's when they were transitioning the logo and just use extra stock. Those go in the pile. All of their art cards are similar. Ultraman's is more of like a cartoon inspired design. I kind of wish they continued that with these. Supergirl kind of has it, but Lobo's is more based on like a preliminary photo. And then the back here, the back here is just the poster for Supergirl. There's no read-up of the characters or anything. Lame. That's really lame. Why? Why do these have no read-up? It's just lame. But in the binder they go. Accessories time. They each come with quite a bit of stuff, as you can see. Let's start off with Ultraman here. He comes with 8 total hands, 4 sets. So each one is a copy of the other. So he's got some open hands on him right now. He's got some triggery, fingery, holdy hands. They're nicely painted. He's got a pair of fists. And then he's got a pair of I'm gonna choke your hands. Gonna really get in there. They're all painted pretty well. That's the end of his accessories. Supergirl here, she comes with an alternate head sculpt, which we will take a look at in a little bit here. No ears on either one. She comes with a pair of flying hands. And then on the figure herself, comes with a left fist and a right, not quite trigger finger holding hand, but this is for her sword here. And this sword is very nice, very well painted. I'm trying to get it in focus. Don't want to focus. There you go. It's a very nice sword. It's very well painted. The gold and the red looks really nice. And let's see if we can just get it in their hand. Problem with a lot of Mcfarlane hands is that they paint their hands. So anyway, we got it in there. And then she's got a bit of a sword. Looks nice. Come on, stand up. I have some trouble standing this figure, but she can stand on her own. And probably my favorite accessory here, we got Baby Crypto. He doesn't come with a cape, which is lame, but makes some sense. But man, this dog collar is way too big for him. Like, there's so much space in there. And we'll take a look at him next to the adult version of this one in a little bit. And then lastly, Lobo here. Lobo comes with 2 head sculpts. He comes with this more neutral expression one, and I'm kind of tempted to get a second figure so that I could repaint this for an Aquaman. I know the hair is not quite the exact same, but it's incredibly similar. I don't think anyone would care. But yeah, nice looking, just basic head sculpt. And then on the figure, he's got this more smiling, kind of devious looking head sculpt. Looks way better, in my opinion. And then he comes with quite a few different hands. On the figure, he's got some trigger fingers. And then down here, he's got a whole bunch of them. So he's got a thumbs up left hand. He's got a like a brass knuckle spiked brass knuckle hand on his left hand as well. He's got again, another left hand, a left-handed open hand. And then, crap, he's got two fists, or not two fists, sorry. He's got one right-handed fist, and then he's got one open hand that's not quite a trigger finger holding hand. This is designed for his hook chain. Took me a second. And the chain itself, if you can't hear that, it's actual metal. So just like the non-movie version of this, the collector's edition version rather, also comes with a metal chain. This one is a bit longer, but it's also a smaller metal chain. It's not large links, it is small links. And I'm trying to get this in his hand, but it does not want to cooperate. We'll just put it in his trigger finger hand. How about that? It's a bit more open grip. It's a bit easier to fit things in. Come on, Lobo. It's like the bottom portion of these fingers don't want to... Ow. That's real tough. Real tough to get in there. Like, I can get it through his fingers just fine, but not the bottom three. Like, obviously, it's not designed for it. Oh, well. Good enough. And then, of course, he can wrap it around if he wants to. But we'll go through these figures real quick. Let's start with Ultraman. Ultraman from the 2025 Superman movie. Some really nice detail on this figure. Let's get in my big light. Put this on my head. This is a headlamp. just so you know, I'm putting this on my actual head. Ultraman here has got some really nice detail going on. Not really liking like the legs here, the crotch piece. It just doesn't like something just don't look right about it. Like maybe it's the bow-leggedness on this leg. Should be more like that, but oh well. Yeah, really nice texture. They did put some purple paint on here as well. Thought it was just black. But yeah, his hands are painted as well. Very nice. His legs got the black paint on them. Pretty cool. And I mainly bought this because it was $8. But I'm kind of considering turning this into like a parademon. Like it's kind of got the head sculpt for it. All I would really need to do is change the body, add some wings, call it a day. So if you got any like good 3D prints of parademon wings or any other, paraphernalia for them, let me know because I might get a few more of these if they're still on that sale price. Cool looking figure. Lobo here, we'll go with him next. He comes with a lot of accessories, but it's mostly for his left hand. He's only got, 2 right hands? Look in here. 3 right hands. 4 right hands. Yeah, he comes with a lot of left hands. Anyway, no cloth goods. We do get the metal chain, which is cool. I do wish that his inner vest and his jacket were 2 separate pieces. As they are, they're one full piece. Not a big fan of that. These chains here, they're rubber. They're not real metal. That would have been nice, but I'm not complaining. He's got a nicely painted skull on his belt buckle there. Some of the paint, there's a bit of slop there, but I'll clean that up on my own. He's got his necklace here. I don't think it's supposed to be a grenade. I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be. And I actually think there is some reuse in this particular figure. Let me take off his vest. Yeah, this is using that Martian Manhunter torso, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a reuse because you can see the holes where a cape would go in. I'm pretty sure this is, the upper torso at least, is reused from that Martian Manhunter Spectre body. That's what it looks like to me. Actually, since we have the head off, let's go ahead and take off his jacket. And you can take off the arms as well. His hook just fell out. Don't worry about that. Alright, then get... Okay, so even with these rubbery bits on there, you can still take off his jacket fully. So, if you'd rather have a shirtless Jason Loboma, if you'd rather have him shirtless, you absolutely can. There he looks like. He looks kind of small, though. His head looks huge. But yeah, taking this off, what I'm probably going to do At some point is find an inner vest piece and then cut off the inner vest from this outer jacket part. It's all one molded piece, and it's just painted black. So, I have also seen some people just cut off this jacket portion at this line here, because that's kind of what it looks like it does. You just cut off that line, and then he's got just the vest jacket, which I think would look better. But the necklace is a free-floating piece. I do like that. So he does have gauntlets on both sides. His right gauntlet here, you can see all the chains, and I don't think you can fit one of the links through the rubber. Oh, you can. So it is small enough that you can fit the chains link through those rubber pieces. So if you want to have it better secured on there, you absolutely can do that. But he's also got some tattoos on his arm. Those look pretty nice, just like the movie. Back of the figure is pretty boring. There's really not much going on. There's some buckles. And what I didn't notice until I took the jacket off, he's got a thigh swivel. A nice and crunchy thigh swivel. I don't believe the legs are reused. These, I'm pretty sure, are brand new. If they're not brand new, it would surprise me. But yeah, pretty sure those legs are brand new. And, the figure looks mostly proportionate. But like most of my other DC figures that have torso issues, it's because it doesn't sit right. Even when I have it straightened out, it doesn't look right. Yeah, this torso is definitely reuse. I'm comparing it to my Spectre on my wall. But yeah, good looking Jason Momoa figure. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave the jacket off just so that we can look at articulation when we get to it. I already showed you Baby Crypto, so let's look at Supergirl next. Supergirl here, she does suffer from that long arm syndrome. But, even if you push her shoulders up, if you push her shoulders up, it doesn't look as bad. It still doesn't look great. She does have long arms in real life, but I think the issue here is just how thin her arms are. If her arms had a bit more definition, a bit more bulk, I think it would look a lot better. It wouldn't look nearly as noodly and long and ugh. Again, don't think it's entirely bad. It's not inaccurate. It's just, as an action figure, it looks very strange. Also, I think the skirt's kind of doing that too, because if I pull back the skirt a bit, I don't think it looks as bad. But yeah, that's the arm situation I was talking about. So the head sculpt here, what's cool about it, you can take the hairpiece off, and you can put it on the alternate headpiece. And I think I like this head sculpt better of the two. They're definitely very similar. This one I think just has a little bit more character. The basic version of this figure has two other head sculpts, which I'm definitely going to swap off I think the smiling one from that. But yeah, this head sculpt looks much better. The likeness is, again, way better. I don't think this one's bad. It's just plain, kind of lame looking. This one actually doesn't look bad. I do like this one more. Let's see, the legs here. So the skirt, the glue is not very strong. You can see I already, ripped it up a bit. So, be careful when you're posing this figure. Honestly, don't care if the skirt gets all that ripped. But she can get the splits, surprisingly. It's going to rip the skirt a little bit, rip the glue, but the skirt will stay on. It's mostly attached to this belt piece, which I think the belt piece is way too high, because when I look at the card art here, it is up high, but it doesn't look nearly as high as it does on this figure. I can't pull it down either. For some reason, it's very stuck where it is. So maybe I will try ripping the glue, or ripping it off of the glue, and then pulling it down. I'm just trying to see how it's built in there. Okay, yeah, it's a red piece on the standard Mcfarlane crotch joint. Okay, and then kick forward's not too bad. What surprised me is that she has gold painted feet. They actually painted the soles of her shoes. And what surprised me even more is that she doesn't have toe bend. And honestly, I don't care. I think toe bend is mostly a useless joint for most characters. Especially if you have boots or heels. it just doesn't make sense to have a toe joint if you have a high heel on, because your toe is already bent like this. How you gonna bend it up anymore? It just doesn't make any sense. Ugh. I'm ranting on about dumb stuff. I do like the cape. I do feel like it's a little small, but more importantly, the wire here, there is a wire in it. I can barely feel it. Like, it's incredibly thin. It almost feels like it's a flat. Yeah, it feels like it's flat. I'm trying to see if I can pull this up at all. Nah. This wire does not feel like a normal wire. Like, it is, but it's just like super thin. So I'd be incredibly careful when bending the wire on this particular cape. Also, this cape, it's very dark red. Like, it's much more dark compared to her skirt and shoes. Like, I don't know why they chose such a dark red fabric. It does have the logo on the back, though. I do like that. It is a little too high. Should be a little bit lower, but don't mind it. And then there's Bald Supergirl, in case anyone is into that. And the hairpiece does have a bit of paint on it for the roots. Again, do like that. But yeah, there's a Supergirl for you. Not too bad a figure. The only reuse I know of is the knee joints from the Nightfall Catwoman. Wish they'd redo that figure. Good looking Supergirl. I think this will look great next to Corn Sweat Superman, but we'll have to see that in a little bit here. Let's do size comparisons and articulation. So I got my handy dandy ruler. Ultraman here, he stands at about 8 3/4. Supergirl is just about 7. Lobo here is just about 7.5. So running the gambit of heights. We'll start with Ultraman's movement here. Not a lot of movement in the head. It really does not want to move. Yeah, this thing is like stiff. It don't want to move. It's more for display. He does have the double ball jointed torsos. Mine are off center like a lot of other figures, but they do move pretty well, I will say. I have considered shaving down the pegs just a little bit, but I don't want to, risk it being too loose. Can't really get 180 degrees on that T-pose. He does have a bit of a rotator cuff swivel there. He has swivel here. It's not great. He has double jointed elbows. Can easily touch the back of his head. That's nice. And obviously you know what this can do here. You've seen it plenty of times. And then legs-wise, little bit of swivel. Not really. Can't really do the splits. He can get decent, but not all the way. Not really any backwards kick to him, but he does have decent knee joint. Forward kick is pretty good. And then you have the ankle swivel. You have the ankle hinge. Or wait, the swivel is I can't get the swivel to work. There you go. There's the swivel. That's the pivot. And then he does have toe bend, which I'm okay with him having toe bend. It makes sense. He's got boots on, right? Can easily bend your toe joint. And he has trouble standing too. Lobo here, I'm going to do it without the jacket on. With the jacket on, it will be hampered just a little bit. So head sculpt wise, can't really get him to look up any higher. Looking down's fine, but causes the hair to float. Good pivot, and he can go 360 with it, but it takes his necklace with him. He does have rotator cuff, which is very free without the jacket on. 360. Can easily get a T-pose, if not better. Swivel there. Double joint. And surprisingly, the bracers here don't really get in the way of articulation. I don't think they'll easily come off. So if you want to, get this figure for customizing, you're going to have to watch out for that. And then he's got the double ball joint, although it does look weird with the upper. If you move it, the lower is unhindered and looks fine. Leg-wise, splits, nah, not really. Kick forward, the chains don't get in the way as much as I thought they did. It's not a great kick forward, but it is a kick forward. And obviously you saw he's got an actual swivel there. I don't know why Mcfarlane decides to give some figures swivels in the thighs and others not. Like with the female figures, sure, I get it. You have to make new molds, but why does movie Lobo get it? Just strange. You got the swivel, you got the hinge, you got the pivot, and you got the boot toe bend, which it's already kind of bent, so I don't know why they bothered giving him one. Very strange decisions they make in there. And then Supergirl. And yeah, he's having trouble standing up now, too, that I've taken his jacket off. Come on, dude. There you go. Supergirl here, head sculpt-wise, the hair's going to get in the way, but that's as much pivot as she's getting. She can look down quite a bit. Can't really look up, but her, she gets a ton of crunch back. My goodness, look at that. Breaking her back like Bane broke Batman's. Crunch forward is almost non-existent. And then she can swivel her head all the way around. You saw what the cape can do. Her arm can't really get 180 degrees there. The rotator cuff joint on this one is not quite working. What about this side? This side's about the same, maybe a little better. She's got swivel up at the top there, way up at the top. Should be a little lower if you ask me. She's got the double jointed arms, and this is proportionate, right? You know, I think what's not helping is that her wrist peg is flesh tone. If that was blue, I think it wouldn't look nearly as bad, personally speaking. And then she's got the ball joints in both there. You already saw the crunch back, the tilts. I would be careful tilting it that way. You can already see it starting to get stressed out there. And then you saw the legs, pretty much what they could do. Not really any swivel to talk about. Double jointed knees look good. And then you got the swivel. And then you got the pivot and the hinge. No toe joint. No complaining there. The less toe joint, the more they can spend on other parts of the figure. Put that sword back in her hand. Looks like there's a little bit of extra plastic in that hand too. But anyway, size comparison time. Let's get Lobo, Supergirl, and our bonus Ultraman over here. You can get a general size of each of those figures, what they look like. Pretty good. I'm going to take this light off my head. I'm getting a headache. Anyway, Ultraman is stupid tall. Like, man, why didn't they make him so tall? But let's go ahead and see how they look next to the movie characters. Alright, there's Supergirl next to David Corn Sweat Superman. He is taller than her, but not by much. And somehow their logos are almost the exact same. Sorry, I'm giving you guys seasickness. Their whole logos are the almost exact same height. But they look really good together. The reds are off, though. Hers is brighter. Her cape is darker, but Crypto down here, you can see the baby and the adult. Whites are a little off. Oh, well. And then I put Lobo and Ultraman over here. I really need to redo this shelf, but you can get a general idea on how tall they are compared to, other figures in the line. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these figures. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.